Oh, well, I gotta tell you guys, talk about some disappointment. I pulled this back out. I had set it on the floor. I had all of my stuff in a plastic bin, to keep it safe and organized, and I had this leaning up against the plastic bin. Well, my little dog tinkled on it. Yeah, so I am still going to go through and show you how I would have finished this, but I'm not actually going to do any more work on it. Because literally I'm going to throw it away. He still has all his male parts, and when he gets a little on the mad side, he tends to tinkle in the house. It's about the only time he does it. And for some reason, I guess he was mad at me, and he tinkled on my lap book. Anyway, we're moving ahead. What I was going to do with this, I wanted to make sure that the sides got shored up, to be a little bit stronger in order to just support the book a little bit more. So this was my page here. And then, let's see, move this. It's dry, by the way. It's not still wet. So this was the page. And then I had this piece. And then I cut this piece. Because it's so wooded over here that I thought this with as much wood on it, wood, blah, blah, blah. It just looked like maybe it belonged a little bit better. And then this is just an extra piece. So there's your sides. There's the flap. There's this bottom flap. There's this piece. And then this piece is going here. Yuck. It's kind of sticky. I didn't touch it. It's, yeah. I did take a cleaning cloth to it. Clorox pull, those little, it wasn't super wet, but I did take something to it just to kind of take the little tinkle smell away. I mean, you've heard of dogs eating your homework. So anyway, so the other thing that I was going to do was I was going to take a piece of the green cardstock, and I was going to cut a piece that was from fold line to fold line to really give this more reinforcement. And then I would have covered it with this piece for more decoration. Okay, and on the back, I was just going to do green, or I could also have used this paper. And I probably, knowing me, I would have done the green and then probably put this paper and maybe colored a few of them like we did in our bag. Okay. So, when you're splitting a picture up like this, you do want this part of the picture to actually go underneath so that there is a little bit of that this piece, this flap, covers a little bit of this. Now, had I had 2 pages, I probably would have, cut from this end of the page over and gotten as much as I could have, lining it up so I had the bench, and then cut this page so the rest of it would fit on there. But I only had the 1 sheet, because remember, we only started with 10 sheets, so we've done really well with this. Okay, so I was not going to put anything here, You could put a piece of cardstock and then this if you wanted to. The other thing that I was going to do is I had this ribbon, but any ribbon, I was going to cut it in half, and I was going to start on the sides here, one on this side and one on this side. And then I was going to cover it, put that first, and then cover with the cardstock. And then that was going to be my closure. You know, then it would just come over the top and tie a knot. You could also use some kind of metal piece and hook it. You could also, just as simple as something elastic, and just put it around this way, you know, or even around this way. So anything, you can use anything for your closure. So that's what I was going to do there. Now, I know I still have, now this would look kind of funky left just like this. So my suggestion would be probably, first thing, make a pocket out of it. I don't have a problem with this paper doing a simple pocket. You know, just gluing this down on the three sides. If your paper is not super thick, then use a piece of your cardstock. But I would still use it and keep it very flat, because, you know, this is the outside of the book, and you don't want a lot of you know, layers on the outside of the book to hook on stuff. Okay, so I would probably just have glued this down on the three sides and just used it as a, you know, just as a simple pocket kind of thing. And you could have put decorative paper here or just left the green, whatever floats your boat. I probably the fact that I don't have that much paper, I probably would have left it just like this. And it looks nice with the spread, you know, at this point. Okay, so we had all of this. So this is kind of our walkthrough. And we've got a little piece here. I did stick a little paper in there. This opens up. Never did put another piece on there, but you guys, you know, you're going to decorate this however you're going to decorate yours. And I did put the little extra holder because this just didn't want to be closed up enough with just this. It would wiggle its way free. Okay. So then we have our cereal box bag and tag. So that's nice, and you can stick lots of little notes and things in there. I did put where the file folders have the little gusset, I did put some brads in there. And then we have this piece, and that's a good place for pictures, not really good for writing. But then all of the back, if you got a light white pen, you'd be able to write on all of this. And that was just some old packaging that we had. This is an envelope, and I think I did close that. No, I did not. It is also an envelope. But then I put that little flap down across there so this doesn't fall out. Okay, and then we had the two big envelopes, and I put the card in that one. And I have some little pieces here, and then this No, that I couldn't remember if I had made that. Yes, you can put a photo in there if you'd like, or you can leave it on that one. These are all not. You can't put a photo in those. And then this one I was going to decorate up and have a little pocket. So when you pulled it out, you could have some tags and stuff in there. And then this opens up this way, just to give you nice spacing. I really love this. It's kind of a shame. This was going to, I had started covering these. And yeah, so there you go with that. This piece is more mail, 2 or 3 different pieces of mail. And then this opens up. And again, I was just going to cover this with the leftover papers and things that I had. It flips up. I think I was going to definitely use some of the cardstock to give it some thickness. And then you have these pages here, which I was going to use the copy paper to put on here. And what I was going to do was glue the copy paper down and then cut off what was left. Or you could just leave it like the outsides I did paint, so if you put the copy paper down, it was going to be fine. But you could definitely just use like this type of copy paper, you know, just and have good writing space. Lots and lots of good writing space. So, yeah, because there's nice bunch of sheets there. All right. And then we've got a nice little pocket here with some tidbits in it, which I'm going to take out and keep. And I probably will take out all of my brads and swing tabs and such. And these were so cute. These were so cute. I'm really bummed. But it's my fault for putting it on the floor. And then this, it's dated 1985. It's 14 cents. This is an actual postcard. And this is not a stamp. My grandmother or mother or me or somebody had some coffee on there. It's an actual vintage stain. I didn't have to fake it or nothing. And then there's a pocket on this side, and we made the pretty little acetate pocket. I am definitely going to take some of this stuff and utilize it for something else. This was just a nice big pocket. There is a flap that opened up. And then this page was just so pretty. Flip it open, and you had a nice pocket here, a nice big pocket here. Another little paper clip, installed paper clip, and then this was going to go like this. Now I had checked. The only other thing that we didn't go over was to make a book for this. So, excuse me. So, when making a book like that for this, all you would do is take, let's see, where was that sheet? Where was that 8.5 by 11 sheet? So there it is. Okay, so you could take an 8.5 by 11 sheet, several of them, fold them, you could do where you just did a quick pamphlet stitch and sewed them all together, and then hang one end out and put one end in. And you could get quite a few in there and have a nice booklet to pull in and out. You could also make a nice booklet that was the size and put it in there. The other thing was, if you had, let's see, what do I have here? Okay, so this is a little thicker piece. And so you would want, however big that you would want this. So you figure out how big you want it, and you say, okay, I want it this big. And you line up papers with it. And this would be a good thing to go through your scrap papers and stuff. All right. Okay, so here we have all our little scrap papers. And we have our piece of heavier board in the back. And you want to get it all nice and lined up. And give it a little something to help hold it in the right spot. Okay, so you have this. Now, if I was doing this, I would actually probably get myself like a 1/4 inch worth of paper and not just 5 or 6 sheets. But I would get myself like a 1/4 inch worth of paper, and I'm looking to see. Okay, so one of the things you could use, which I think I ended up throwing it away because it wasn't viable anymore, but rubber cement can be used, or just glue. The glue all would work most definitely, and you would want to take and just put a coating of glue. You don't want it to seep down into the pages too much, but put a coating of glue right on the edge of the paper. Let it dry. Then you go back and you do it again. Making sure that you're getting in between the pages. You are getting the glue there, but you're not getting it so that it's really seeping down, because you do want to be able to rip them off. If you put 2 to 3 layers, fairly thin layers, but 2 to 3 layers of glue on the edges here, just on the one edge, let them dry completely in between, then you will be able to take your paper and rip it off like you would a normal book. The rubber cement works really well. The glue all would be like next in line. There is a glue that's actually for that, and it's red, but I can't remember what the name of it is, and I think it's quite pricey. You know, and even your art glitter glue, if that's all the glue you have, I don't know that Fabri-Tac would work. I think it has to kind of be more like a white glue. Maybe the PVA glue would work. If the glue all would work, I imagine the PVA glue would work. But that's what I was going to do with that. And guys, I am just so sorry. I'm so bummed about this. It just really... But anyway, that is all that we really had left to do. And that's how I was going to finish it. So not really anything, you know, super exciting or inventive. I was kind of trying to keep this a little more on the simple side, because not everybody enjoys doing all those intricate things. I don't know. I don't know how well I did on this for you guys, but I am definitely bummed that I left it on the floor. I just was running out of room, and I was trying to get so much Christmas stuff done, and it just... Oh well. Okay, so that is it, guys. Thank you, and thank you for being so patient with me, for, you know, to see how I was finishing this. And If you did make one with me, please post it, because I'd love to see some finished pretty ones that aren't peed on. But you can go into my Facebook group, Lisa's Paper Lace and Bling, and there is down in the description box how to get there. You have all of my information down in the description box to get to any of my stuff or to email me. But if you'd like to post some pictures, go to my Facebook group and put some pictures in there. I'd love to see them. Love to. Okay, guys. We got a lot coming up I'm very excited about, so just stay tuned. And I love you all so much. Mwah. Talk to y'all later. Bye.